𝗍𝗵𝗱𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗍𝗍𝗂𝗍𝗍𝗂𝗍𝗍𝗂𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍𝗍 your houseplants, check out my Patreon below. Today we have a plant care video for this beautiful fern known as the Austral Gem. It is in the Asplenium genus of plants, which contains hundreds of ferns, including bird's nest fern. The Austral Gem is a hybrid fern that originated in Australia, hence its name Austral. The plant generally grows about 18 by 18 inches indoors eventually. It is a sterile variety, which means that it doesn't create spores on the underside of the leaves like other types of ferns do. The plant is also pet and kid friendly. The great thing about this plant is that it is adaptable to a wide variety of indoor growing conditions. Unlike most ferns, which must have higher humidity and medium light, the Austral Gem can grow in lower humidity conditions and bright or even low light, as well as medium light. Here's how to keep this beauty happy and healthy in your indoor garden. Lighting. As mentioned, this plant can tolerate a wide range of lighting conditions from low to medium to bright. For best results, however, grow the plant in medium light. Too bright of light can burn the foliage, and too low will lead to slow or no growth. To measure the type of lighting in various areas of your house so that you can determine the best placement for Austral Gem, I recommend checking out my video on how to use a light meter for houseplants. I'll link that video below along with any other videos I mentioned in this video. As far as placement in the home, generally speaking, in front of a southern window will work well. Eastern can also work well, and under full spectrum lighting. Those are really good choices. Watering. The good news about this fern, as opposed to thirstier plants like maidenhair fern, is that you can let it go a bit dry without long-lasting consequences. If you do drought the plant, it will generally perk up after watering. However, to keep the plant healthy, it's a good idea to water when the moisture meter reads 4 and the first inch or so of soil has dried out. Fertilizing. Fertilize Austral Gem monthly, early spring through summer, with an organic fertilizer. Chemical fertilizers are way too harsh for this plant and many houseplants, and I generally don't recommend them. Don't fertilize in the fall and winter months when the plant slows down growth. The plant also appreciates being top dressed with worm castings, which has a variety of micronutrients that this fern just loves. This top dressing can be done throughout the year and is a good alternative to fertilizing in the cold months of the year. Okay, so humidity. Though the Austral Gem is a fern, it can tolerate medium humidity rather than needing very high humidity like many ferns. That being said, it will be happier in higher humidity. The range that the plant will do well in is 45% to 65% humidity. Check with a hygrometer to see what the humidity level is in your home. If it is lower, do what you can to raise the humidity level. This can be done with a variety of means, such as pebble trays, misting, using a humidifier, and grouping plants. Check out my humidity playlist linked below for ideas on how to raise the humidity and how to go about doing all of those things that I just mentioned. Temperature. Austral Gem prefers 65 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit during the day and around 60 degrees at night. The more consistent the temperatures in your home, the better this plant will do for you. Signs that a plant is reacting to temperature fluctuations include yellowing and dropping foliage and drooping fronds. The latter two problems can also be caused by watering issues, so ensure you are also watering correctly. Repotting. Austral Gem should be repotted when it has surpassed my rule of thumb of 2/3 plant on top to 1/3 plant a pot below. So that means when you start to get more like 3/4 plant above and 1/4 pot below, it's time to repot. I will link below my video with more specifics on that. Repot spring through mid-summer. Use a high-quality organic potting soil that is rich with peat moss or coir and has draining agents like pumice and perlite as well, because you don't want it to get too waterlogged, but you do want to have a lot of water retention in there, but you do want the drainage as well. The plant also appreciates being mulched, which will keep in the moisture in the soil, and it will help to keep the soil warmer as well. Pruning. Austral Gem requires very little pruning. Simply clip off old yellowing leaves at the base of the plant. Pests and diseases. Root rot can occur if you overwater this plant. As for pests, Austral Gem may occasionally experience mealybugs or scale, but it isn't often a problem if you're growing in ideal conditions. If the conditions are poor, though, you are more likely to get mealybugs or scale. Treat both with isopropyl alcohol of 91% to destroy the existing pests, and then neem oil to kill off the eggs and stop the reproductive cycle. So there you go with how to grow this gorgeous fern, which is also, as mentioned, a lot more tolerant than other ferns, which makes it a really exciting addition to your indoor garden. Thank you for stopping by today. Please leave any comments about any indoor gardening tutorials you'd like to see. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And please check the bell if you'd like to be notified when new videos are released.